ranchers and rural communities, but also those programs that help consumers too.
Shalom. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakwadash, and the honestly apostles and others of great Muslim salutations to the hopeful like. This is your brother, I'm Noah Allah from German, Chicago, and I was just watching this video here on the news, alright. It says farmers raise concerns about shutdown, and in this government shutdown, alright, basically you got farmers that are raising concerns about, not being able to have enough funds in order to, work on their farms, right? Meaning that, with the machines, the farming machines, it will cost them money, all right, and all that. Here says, you can watch the rest of the video on your own time, but I'm gonna read this description here. It says, farmers across the U.S. are becoming increasingly concerned about their livelihoods as the government shutdown drags on with no end in sight. Last week, President Trump said he is considering a $10 billion bailout for farmers because his tariffs, but the shutdown is holding up congressional approval. Nick Landowski, executive director of the Kansas Farmers, joined. And you gotta remember, these are farmers and stuff, alright? They distribute, produce, your vegetations, alright? That's where, most of the cattle is at. Alright, and these farmers are feeling the pressure of this current government shutdown and tariffs on top of that too. Alright, which will soon lead to this. It says, what I searched up, it says, a government shutdown a government shutdown for grocery stores. Oh fuck. What I meant to put in is that will it affect grocery stores or impact grocery stores down the line? If this continues, which I believe it will. But it says yes, a number of grocery stores are expected to shut down due to factors like economic uncertainty, changing consumer habits, and competition from larger chains. The trend of the store closures is widespread across the retail sector, with grocery stores not being immune, though some are expanding while others are contracting. Economic factors. High costs and supply chain issues can make it difficult for stores to turn a profit. And, as this starts with the farmers, alright, they can raise the prices for whatever they're harvesting, or whatever if they're, giving out the cattle, or they can possibly, raise the prices for that too. Or, you got these warehouses and shit. Alright, which, these warehouses, they deliver your basically every product that you get from the grocery store and shit, to the point where real soon, alright, these warehouses, they're gonna have to up the prices for these products and shit, especially for the vegetation and produce. And meats too, because it's obviously in the farmland and shit, where the cattle is at, of course. But yeah, things are about to become drastically expensive. Says issues can make it difficult for stores to turn a profit, especially smaller or independent ones. For example, increased tariffs and inflation have impacted store margins, and a government shutdown could further erode consumer confidence. And yeah, consumer spending, will go down, right? As we're in this economic depression right now. It says, fuck competition, alright? But a lot of these mom and pop stores, all right, these family-owned businesses, all right, they're about to shut down. All right, they are about to shut down. And you got a lot of companies even laying off employees too. No work. So yeah, the grinding is ceasing here in America, and it's going to continue to cease as we, get further into these months. Things are intensifying right now. Well, not right now, but we're starting to see the effects. It says Isaiah 9:15, the ancient. Oh, it's like what the fuck? 19. Fuck, my bad. Isaiah 19:15. It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail or branch may do. In that day shall Egypt be like unto a woman, and it shall be afraid of and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. All right, and that's what we're about to see. All right, no work here for America. All right, the grinding is ceasing. All right, and it is all being done by the hand of the Lord. All right, the Lord is, sending forth out judgment. Grinding shall cease. Says Ecclesiastes 12:3, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and that's speaking about the elites and those who are all working in them stock exchange things and all that shit too of that nature. Well, it says, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. And like again, a lot of these mom and pop businesses are going to shut down because of the effects of this government shutdown and these tariffs, right? That is taking a toll on this economy. Right, a lot of people already are losing their jobs. All right, especially as what you're seeing here during the government shutdown. A lot of people are being furloughed, laid off, work without pay. All right, or you got some that are just quitting their jobs too. All right, the grinding is ceasing. All right, we're in these times right now. All right, we're in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. It says, the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look at the windows be darkened. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So yeah, it's about to become real dire out here in America. All right, the mirth of this place is vanishing. All right, these people are no longer rejoicing anymore. A lot of these people see that there is no American dream anymore. The American dream is dead. A lot of people can't prosper here in this place anymore, especially Esau. All right, Esau is feeling the pain too. Right, Esau is starting to realize that America is failing. All right. Verse 5, and when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and the fears shall be in a way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. But the main point is that the grinding is ceasing. All right, people are losing their jobs. And it's only going to intensify. storehouses shall be found empty. Second Esdras 22, chapter 6, verse 22 says, this is the New Revised Standard Version. It says, some places shall suddenly appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Right, there's about to be, famines in diverse places here in America. Right? And the trumpet shall sound aloud, and when all hear it, they shall suddenly be terrified. At that time, friends shall make war on friends like enemies, and the earth and those who inhabit it shall be terrified, and the springs of the fountain shall stand still, so that for 3 hours they shall not flow. Yeah, these people, and even these neighbors, and people that know each other for long periods of time, or many years, all right, they're gonna fight each other, all right, because there's gonna be famine here in America. Right, there's going to be a lot of division here in America. Right, people are going to be stressed the fuck out. Right, in distress. Right, desperate because they can't afford the things that they need. All right, so these people are they're going to fight each other because because of the lack of bread for great tribulation. But nonetheless, that was it to that lesson. I just wanted to show you that this government shutdown and these tariffs are taking a toll on this economy. All right, people are losing their jobs, people are losing their benefits, SNAP benefits, and people who work for the government and whatnot. All right, they're getting furloughed and laid off, and it's impacting them too. All right, they're even losing their shit too. Right, and it's only been like 10 days into this government shutdown. You got people already saying that, oh yeah, my child could die, right, if this government shutdown continues to go on. Or yeah, my that's what I heard. Oh, my kid could die. My kid. Government shutdown. Cause what, you got you got like you got infants, if I'm saying infants. What the fuck? It's like you got kids that need like medical supplies, like that need Medicaid or healthcare and shit. How the shutdown affects healthcare. While essential services like emergency medical care and mandatory benefit programs like Medicare and Medicaid generally continue during a shutdown, other healthcare services can be disrupted. And that's what's also happening right now. All right, other healthcare services are being disrupted right now. All right. It says, I'm reading this part right now. It says, I'm just reading the entire thing. It says, the phrase, my kid could die, the direct quote from a military spouse regarding the ongoing government shutdown. The shutdown, which began October 1st, 2025, has led to financial and medical concerns for many families, including active duty military personnel who face possible lapses in pay. Yeah, so it's really affecting a lot of a lot of people. Oh, this is the one I was looking at. Military mob begs House Speaker Mike Johnson to pass bill to pay troops during shutdown. My kids could die. I think that is a awful and the audacity of someone who makes six figures a year to do this to military families is insane. The voter told House Speaker Mike Johnson. Damn. And of course, they could pass the bill, right? But they don't have to, right? Because it's all an agenda. Esau is trying to orchestrate chaos right now, right, for an agenda. So I doubt that they'll pass a bill, right? Because what, they need an excuse to declare martial law and to roll out the RFID microchip, which is the MOTB that the scriptures speak about. Revelations 13:16. Alright, this is what Esau is doing. Order out of chaos. Alright? Problem, reaction, solution. Orchestrating the chaos so that people can react, and Esau comes out with that solution, pretending as if he's Superman. When really he wants to digitally enslave you, alright? By putting a microchip in underneath your skin. Anyways, hope this lesson was edifying and shalom.